Very good evening to you. We welcome you to D.W. Rutledge Stadium here in the Converse, Texas area. So Glenn Revel, Bobby Mendez, Isabella Tellez, Octavio Tellez, Isaiah Castro, and Coach Robert Villafranca in the booth bringing this game to you tonight here in a very nice and chilly, very windy evening, but in this bi-district playoff game between the Harlandale Indians and the Veterans Memorial Patriots. We'll have our playoff coverage in just a moment. You're watching Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be back in just a moment.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
And we welcome you as the Veterans Memorial Patriots are coming out on the field here. And Glenn, we welcome you back to the broadcast. I know it's been a while since we've done a game together, but grateful for you to be here tonight. And a matchup between the Harlandale Indians. They're coming off a big loss in the Frontier Bowl. The McCollum Cowboys beating the Indians 27-20, ending that 10-year, 10-game losing streak. So congratulations to the McCollum Cowboys, but the Indians are coming off a loss here and coming up a big Vets Memorial Patriots football team.
Yeah, definitely. Great to be back. It is football weather, finally, nice and cool, a little breezy. And the good thing about the playoffs, Bobby, is everyone is 0-0, and what happened before this does not matter. It's about what's about to happen right now and the rest of the winter.
Well, there you go. Those are some words from Coach Glenn. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some more of the Martinez and Associates personal injury pregame show.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a billion-dollar insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the billion-dollar auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
the Veterans Memorial Patriots Band with the singing or the playing of our national anthem. And again, we welcome you back here to DW Rutledge Stadium. And Glenn, we talked about right before the break, between the coming up to a playoff game, you hit the nail on the head with both teams are starting off 0-0 here. But when you look across and you see these two teams, they actually met up in their only non-district game for the Indians in the first week of the season. And we have it at 53-7. But a lot of things have happened for the Indians since then. They've had a decent record, and the Vets Memorial had a couple losses as well too. So it's this game's coming in. What's the mindset going in for these two teams?
Yeah, I mean, you've had 9 weeks of growth. You've had an entire football season between what happened in week 1 and what's happening right now. And so I think if you're the Harlandale Indians, you rest assured that you have made improvements over the course of the season, and you are a much more experienced and different football team than you were in week 1. And then with Veterans Memorial, they're confident in what they've accomplished throughout the season, and now it's time for them to take all of the things they did in the regular season and see if they can make those come to fruition in the playoffs. So 9 weeks have gone by. That's an entire football season. That's almost another. Your guys that were juniors are now essentially seniors. They have that much more experience, and so they should be ready to go and feel a lot more confident. And they have that experience from playing in week 1, and they kind of know what to expect from these teams. So they're a little bit more familiar. There's not going to be as many unexpecteds.
Yeah, you talk about these teams, and you've seen, if you follow anything in San Antonio in high school, Vets Memorial has a really solid team. And Harlandale Indian fans should remember James Peoples for the Vets Memorial Patriots. We've covered the Indians for a few years now, and Peoples has done a really good job, and he's just he's on the radar for not 1 or 2 college teams, but several college teams.
Yeah, and even if especially in a game like this where the wind is strong, the running game is going to be crucial for both teams. It's going to be establishing the run, using that to your advantage, and keeping the ball out of the opponent's hands. If you're the Harlandale Indians, you want to have nice, long, sustained drives, give your defense time to recover, time to rest, and be ready to go 100% when Veterans Memorial does inevitably give the ball to Peoples.
Tonight is Veterans Day as well, so we want to say a huge thank you to all the veterans that have served. We appreciate you, and thank you for your service. So we've just had the what looks to be the coin toss that just happened just a few moments ago. I think I saw that the Indians are going to receive it. Clarify that here in just a moment.
Yeah, and if that's the case, Harlandale will be going into the wind in the first and the third, which means they will have it in the second and the fourth, which will be good for them as you're trying to score going into halftime. And obviously you want as many advantages as you can have in the fourth quarter when you're trying to get whatever you need to get done towards the end of the game. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a little brisk out there. The flags are pretty much sticking straight out, so you're going to have some good brisk fall football weather here.
Yep, so they're going, the Vets Memorial Patriots are going north to south here. The winds are going towards the south, and it is going to be a windy one. The Indians, they run a pro-style offense, and Jacob Salcedo, their quarterback, who was banged up quite a bit, is on the starting lineup for the Indians. And he'll get an opportunity first, but he is, like you said, going up against the wind, so perhaps they're going to probably keep that ball on the ground a little bit more than they would like here in the first quarter. But we shall see. The Indians back to receive the football, and the Patriots ready to set this off here. Getting ready to kick for the Patriots. Number 99, Elijah Lopez, he's a senior. High kick goes deep into the end zone. So that would be a touchback, and the Indians will have the football at their own 25-yard line. 12 minutes goes up on the clock. And let's get that starting lineup for the offense for the Harlandale Indians. There they are on your screen. They are led by their quarterback, Jacob Salcedo. We will get the Patriots defense here after this play. But thanks for that wonderful graphic there. Salcedo will start out of the shotgun. Zion Molina will get the handoff, and he will get up to the 29-yard line. Good first play for the Indians on the ground.
Absolutely. Good run right there, pulling the backside around. A little bit of counter to get the game started. Solid 4-yard runs. Harlandale keeps ripping those off. Things will be going smooth here.
2nd down and 6. We'll get the Patriots defense here if we can get that, Bella. Indians again keep it on the ground. Zion, with a big surge from his offensive line, gets across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. So the Indians start off with 2 really good run plays.
Yeah, great job right there. A little misdirection. Working the fly sweep across, handing the running back the ball right behind it. Giving the defense a couple different things to worry about, counter that athleticism.
3rd and short now for the Indians. This is type of style of the offense where it hurts the Indians if they cannot convert on 3rd downs here, because then they're just a 3-and-out type of offense. So here's Salcedo out of the shotgun. Handoff. Molina across the 35, enough to move the chains for the Indians. They get up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, 3 rushes in a row, establishing the confidence of your offensive line, letting them know. And a lot of times when you play an athletic, fast defense, the best way to attack that is to just go straight at them and really make them rely on their physical strength, which might not be their team strength. And so every time you run the ball, you get a 1st down on 3rd and short, and they know you're running it. That just amps up the confidence of your offensive line.
Indians on the run here, out of the shotgun with twins to the right side, 1 receiver down to our near side. They send Esparza in motion. They keep it on the ground. Esparza gets it. Esparza across the maybe to the 39-yard line. So maybe just a couple of yards on that one.
Yeah, brought Esparza in the little jet sweep. The fly sweep there had a little lead back for him. Harlandale showed that the 2nd play of the game, and so they're giving the defense a couple looks. Always multiple ball carriers to worry about, and that makes the defense just a little more timid, gives you a little more time to work on the offensive side of the ball.
Esparza, one of the smaller receivers for the Indians, but plays very big for the Indians when they need him. 2nd down and 8 here. Again, Indians on the ground. Zion, this time the Vets Memorial seen enough of the defense or the offensive attack for the Indians, and they make a stop here. That one is actually a loss.
Yeah, a little inside zone right there. Just kind of stacked it up. Vets Memorial defense kind of getting used to that running attack here. So we'll see what Harlandale decides to do on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, 3rd and 9 to be exact. 6th play of this drive here in this opening drive for the Indians. We've not yet seen Salcedo back up to throw, but we shall see what the Indians will do here. Out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolling, no, decides to get rid of the football. It's chased out of the pocket, and there's going to be a flag there, and there's that limp. There's that limp that we saw last week against the McCullum Cowboys.
Yeah, looks like we might get a little rough in the passer here. Made some contact with the quarterback after he threw the ball. We'll see what these officials end up deciding. Interesting, moving the pocket a little bit here for Harlandale, which is a good idea. Oh, intentional grounding. Interesting. So he must not have gotten the ball past the line of scrimmage when he was trying to get rid of it to avoid that sack.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that is there. The Indians turn the ball over, or excuse me, they don't turn it over. There's a loss of down. It becomes a 4th down. And usually it would be Jacob Salcedo that would be punting this ball away. But as you saw, he has been limping around. So we have a new man punting. I believe that should be Nico Rodriguez. Let me double check that number. Yeah, it is. Nice punt. Short, but high. And the Vets Memorial Patriots will have the football on their first possession. We'll get the offensive unit for the Patriots on the screen there.
Yeah, and if you're Harlandale right here, you're just going to get ready for James Peoples early and often. They're going to test the Harlandale defense, make sure they can stop the run and run the ball until Harlandale proves that they can.
Very short field for Patriots here. We'll get the defense right after this play. Handoff. No. Play action. Pass is incomplete. The Patriots go with the pass on their first play.
Yeah, and that was number 20, Carlos de la Vega. Had a good coverage right there, coming down from, it looks like his safety position. Had a good play on the ball, but ended up breaking up the pass. So that's beautiful recognition. Little play action pass there from veterans.
There's the defense you just saw on your screen. Play action again. Pass this time is caught on our near side. Will be well defended, only a couple of yards after that.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson Garcia there playing the DB position, working through the little screen pass there. Jackson worked through the blocker. And what you love to see there is a lot of pursuit by the entire Harlandale defense, which is always a good thing to have when you're looking for teams that are playing hard, giving great effort.
Patriots send a guy in motion. Now they give it to their man Peoples. Peoples across the 15. Finds some room on the sideline and confident from the second he got the ball in his hands, gets into the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, you saw Veterans Memorial there kind of running the same style of play Harlandale was running on their drive. They bring the fly sweep across opposite of the counter the way the running back is actually going to end up with the ball, and just found himself a seam right down the hash mark there. And so it's kind of what we thought, Bobby. James Peoples, they're going to give him the rock and see what he can do with it.
The extra point is good. The Vets Memorial Patriots will take the early lead here in this first quarter. Patriots on top 7-0.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
We welcome you back to DW Rutledge Stadium. The Patriots just went on a very quick little drive, 34 yards on 3 plays. Took them 38 seconds. It was a 26-yard touchdown run by James Peoples.
And that's why he's getting recruited by the schools that he is. You see he's an active playmaker when he gets the ball.
We'll get that list of teams he is being recruited by here in just a moment. That is a live ball. Esparza will pick it up, and he will get dropped at the 8-yard line, where the Indians will get the ball with exactly 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's a tough play for Joseph. You usually say keep your heels on the 10, and if the ball goes behind you, just let it go into the end zone, assuming it's going to be a touchback.
And I think he was trying to do that, but it didn't look like it was going to roll far enough into the end zone.
Yeah, so he made a good play of getting on that football. It is a live ball when it's kicked. You'll probably see some adjustments from the special teams area. If that's how they're kicking the ball, a fair catch will also get you the ball right on the 25. So that'll probably be an adjustment you'll see from the Harlandale return team.
Well, the Indians from way back at their own 8. Out of the shotgun, Zion will get the call. Molina gets a little surge and somehow finds a small crease on the right side. It gets to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, staying with the run game there, running it right up the middle, right in that A gap there, testing the interior of the defense. Really making sure those guys are willing to bite down and play the run.
And it's important, Glenn, that as this game goes on, that the Indians utilize every second on this play clock.
Yeah, absolutely. No need to be in a hurry here. Just get your call in, let your quarterback operate, take your time, no rush.
Saxon in motion. Zion gets a big block.
Yeah.
Across the 20 up to the 24.
Beautiful play right there. Same style. You see them, they kind of have that little sniffer back, that H back in there. They run the fly sweep motion across the formation and then hand the ball to the running back going back across. So you get the defense moving to the right, and then you actually hand the ball off to the left. They found a beautiful crease there. That's the same style play Vets Memorial just used on their touchdown. So you're seeing similar styles of run game from both offenses here. But a first down, clock keeps moving, chains are moved. It's all good things.
10-yard, 15-yard gain there for the Indians off that great block by Adalberto Reyes.
Same style there, went right back to it. Defense kind of crashed down on it from the backside there. So everybody's kind of in this first quarter making adjustments, seeing what's working, seeing what's not, seeing how you react to things, and just taking notes if you're the offensive coordinator on what's working and what you want to come back to and what you want to go away from.
2-yard loss on that play, so it's bringing up a 2nd down and 12 here for the Indians.
Yeah, see if we get another pass play going out here. Looks like Joseph just came back. I see those bright yellow cleats down there. And then number 64, Gabe Rangel, he's kind of been playing that sniffer back. He ran off the field, so we're getting a little more pass-heavy, balanced look here.
And in those bright yellow cleats, that's Joseph Esparza. Play, fake the handoff. Pass. Oh, no! Valenzuela.
So close. Such a beautiful play design. It was the play they tried to run last drive on 3rd down. They pulled the guard, a little bootleg action. Valenzuela was running down the sideline, and that one just came right off of his hands.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, no one would have caught him if he would have caught that ball. Pedro Valenzuela, I know he's going to be telling Jacob Salcedo, I owe you one. I owe you one.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back. But it's early in the game. He's going to have a chance to redeem himself.
Big 3rd down here for the Indians. They go on a 4 wide receiver set. They keep it on the ground. Zion, not much doing. The Patriots defensive line not letting Zion Molina have what he wants.
Yeah, you see their commitment to the run game, and it opens up that passing game for them. We saw on 2nd down with that nice long pass attempt. So you still, even though things are a little bit slow, 3rd and long, why are we running the ball? You still got to kind of stay true to what you're doing to keep the defense true and then not just let them pin their ears back and start getting after you.
No one really back to return that kick for the Indians. Nico Rodriguez.
Punting into the wind here. This wind is tough, as you can tell.
It's a wall. The punt takes a veteran's bounce inside the 20.
That looks like a fumble. Oh, they might have fumbled it.
And they did fumble it. There's a flag on the play. Harlandale thinks they have the football. We don't have any official word just yet. Well, the PA announcer does call a fumble, so
this would be big time right here if Harlandale can get this. But that was,
it'll be a whole new set of downs.
Yeah, amazing, and amazing what the wind is really doing right now too.
I don't know if our cameras were able to catch that or not, but it was like the ball went high up in the air and then it just hit a brick wall.
Just stopped. Yeah, that was, the wind must be blowing 20, 30 miles an hour down there on the field, because that was an intense action from the kick there, which could be why.
Offense is coming back onto the field.
Oh, wow, look at that. Very nice.
So the Indians catch a huge break here, a whole new set of downs, and some new life here.
Yeah, that's a huge, huge win for Harlandale.
Fumble recovery. So the Indians now get the ball with 4:56, and they start more or less where they started, at the Harlandale 12. Pass incomplete. That one went against the wind too.
Yeah, that's why you're seeing a lot of run game from Harlandale right now. Just that wind is so strong. Hard to get anything going down the field. When that ball reaches a certain height, it's getting caught in that gust.
Very difficult to throw against that wind, and you know it's not just a breeze. It's a very good wind.
Yeah, it's a stiff breeze out there, I would definitely say. Good clock use here. 10 seconds less on the play clock. Taking their time.
Indians keep it on the ground. Molina, and as of right now, Glenn, now that the Indians are putting it on the ground, they've had some good success in their first series, but Betts Memorial, the Patriots, the defensive front line is doing a good job of penetrating.
Yeah, they're crashing down pretty hard, and I think in a game like this, when the wind is this big of a factor, when the wind is against you, I don't want to say you're in damage control mode, but you are trying to minimize and hold on to that ball as long as possible. So when you get the wind on your side, you have the offensive advantage. So that's kind of what Vets Memorial is keying on right now, knowing that wind is going against the Indians.
Salcedo out of the shotgun, gives it over to Molina. And Molina, again, he just finds himself surrounded by Patriots.
Yeah, just running downhill. Good pursuit by that Veterans Memorial defense. It looks like somebody might have called a timeout. Game clock stopped.
So 4:07, a timeout is called. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
Welcome you back to action here from DW Rutledge Stadium in Converse, Texas. We appreciate you joining us. The Indians on their second possession here. They punted just a moment ago. That punt resulted in a fumble. The Indians got it back, but here we go again. There's a punt. You saw that. This one's a kind of a line drive punt, but that's really the best they're going to get, against this wind.
Yeah, change the strategy. Little rugby-style punt, keeping the ball low, trying to keep it out of the wind. And kind of with a punt like that, you might get just a stray touch by the opponent there, so you could kind of get yourself a football. And it looks like there's going to be a little conference down there by the officials. Vets Memorial player might have touched that ball inadvertently, and Harlandale dove on it. So they're talking about it right now. We'll see what they end up doing.
Seen a lot of things in high school football. I don't know if I've ever seen this. If this happens again.
2 turnovers on 2 punts in a row would be, but Texas high school football playoff time, anything can happen, and that's why we're playing the games that we play.
Just like the weather.
Exactly. 80 degrees the whole week. Now it's a balmy 50 with a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Wake up to 80 degrees.
For sure.
Still nothing. The officials are talking.
Wow, they got it.
Unbelievable.
They got it again.
Boy, I don't know. These are opportunities, Glenn, that the Indians really need to take advantage of.
Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking the Veterans Memorial defense has been on the field for 3 drives in a row, essentially, so there might be a little bit of fatigue setting in for those guys.
The Indians started their drive with 8 minutes on the clock, so that's 4 minutes of just pure Harlandale football. But the Indians, they haven't traveled much. But you're right, Glenn.
This might be time to kind of go back to that play-action pass, see if we can catch a DB sleeping a little bit, get something going here.
From the Indian 21, they have a third chance here. Indians run the reverse across the 25, the 31, penalty flag. Saxon Langenberg comes on the reverse.
See what we get here. Maybe a little face mask, but good idea getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers whatever way you can.
Well, I mean, at this point, right, Glenn, might as well. You've gotten 2 good opportunities here.
Absolutely. It's the playoffs. If you've got some tricks in your bag, it's time to pull them out.
All right, so this penalty is going to go against the Indians. It's going to be an illegal block in the back. So they're going to replay first down, and it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which will put the Indians at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, never want a 10-yard penalty, but glass half full, you did not lose it down, so you still got first down. Looks like number 61, Jose Hernandez, just came into the game, the senior offense and defensive lineman. So we'll see if they get a little something going up there.
So the Patriots playing the run. They've done a great job of playing the run and kind of taking that away already for the Indians.
And this almost looked like a little tackle overset. There we go.
Zion Molina again off the back of his offensive line. Great job on the right side. Adalberto Reyes on the right side.
Yeah, and so what Harlandale is doing is they're bringing in that sixth offensive lineman and putting him in that tight end, that H-back spot to solidify that block a little bit, and it's working out well when they pull him and kind of make him the lead blocker there, and it gives you a little more size to give you some room for your running back.
And that play, as I was watching it, looked like it was very slow to develop, but it just opened up on the right side for Zion.
Yeah, good patient running by him.
Salcedo out of the shotgun. Goes to Zion again, but this time it's a quick acting defensive lineman who jumps off his blocker to get onto Molina.
Yeah, pulled the backside guard and tackle there, a little GT as it's called. And you can see when you pull the entire side of an offensive line that the play side has to be really good at working those back blocks and those down blocks to prevent that backside penetration. That's what's going to let that backside penetration linebacker runs in, tackles your guy from the back. So that's a tough ask for that center to block back on that guy, but that's what they're asking him to do right now.
3 wide receiver set, 2 back set. Very seldom have we seen that for the Indians. Jacob's on the run. Jacob has to get rid of the football. He does. He's not very mobile right now. That limits what Salcedo can do on the field right now.
Yeah, definitely good coverage by the Vets Memorial defensive backs like there. Not a lot of spaces for him to go with the ball. He did a good job making the best situation he could with that limited mobility, getting rid of the football, avoiding the sack, avoiding the turnover, and no intentional grounding.
Let's just see if Vets Memorial just completely backs away here from everything on the football.
Absolutely. This might be the time to just let that thing do what it's going to do and you just stay out of the way.
Or maybe a fake. This would have been a great opportunity for just a fake, and there's a very short punt.
Same strategy there. And you saw the entire Veterans Memorial pretty much just run straight to the sideline.
Yeah, but, I was just thinking, like, if that's already happened, why not just run it up the middle?
It's not a bad idea. Hey, see if you can catch them sleeping once again.
Yeah. Well, the Indians punted that one away. It didn't go very far, so the Patriots will now have the football. This will be the second time they've got the football. Now they've got it with just under 2 minutes, 1:59 here. They're in short field. Last time they were on the field, Peoples went into the end zone on a 26-yard run.
Defense should be fresh for the Indians, so that is a plus. Let those guys run to the football aggressively and gang tackle when you have a really prolific running back like that.
So now from the 38-yard line, here come the Patriots. They send a man in motion. Up the middle. From the 30, the 20, the sideline. And it's going to be into the end zone.
Yeah, that was number 9, Chris Irving, the quarterback there. Ran a little zone read and just ended up keeping it himself. Veteran Memorial came out in that 2 tight end set with kind of the 2 wing backs posted up right there. So a little bit different look. One of them came in motion, kept it himself, and then went ahead and just took it down the sidelines. Kind of some old school Vets Memorial offense. They used to run that a lot, and they kind of want to. Now they're doing a little bit more pro style, but they still got a little bit of the old playbook in there just to mix it up.
Here's the extra point attempt. And that makes it through the uprights. So the Patriots will have scored on a total of 4 plays. They've run 2 touchdowns, and they lead 14-0 after that extra point. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
We welcome you back to DW Rutledge Stadium. The Patriots put another touchdown on the board. Now, this one was easy for them. 38 yards, one play, one run. Quarterback number 9, Irvin, taking just about 9 seconds off the clock. There's a kick. Here come the Indians. Esparza, nowhere to go. He gets up to the 14-yard line. So the Indians will have 1 minute and 44 seconds still in this quarter, still going against that wind.
Yeah, Joseph doing a good job there, kind of fielding that bouncing, rolling kick, scooping it up, making the best he could out of there, getting as many yards as possible, and just giving your offense the best shot you can to get this thing started here.
And you know, Glenn, the Indians are a pass-heavy team. So right now they're taken out of their normal game. You know, they're forced to run the football. This wind has made it very difficult for the Indians to play their game. And then add on top of that the mobility of their quarterback, Jacob Salcedo.
Yeah, right now they're just needing to get through this first quarter, get the wind on their side for the second quarter, and hopefully things get back to normal for them.
Low snap, bobble, little bit of pressure, nothing the Patriots can't handle, and what an athletic interception there by number 5, Nathaniel Ortega.
Yeah, that was a great. Looks like he might have dropped it at the very end, but yeah, he made a great play on it. Batted it up in the air to himself, tried to catch it on the dive, but I think he lost it on the ground. But you see a little more good throw over the middle right there. The wind kind of had that ball hanging up, but getting back to what they're used to doing here. So it's good to see he can still throw it.
Well, the Indians have not left the field. And I actually saw that with binoculars, so I know he caught the ball.
Hey, we're going to trust you.
All right, so maybe he didn't. 2nd down and 10 now for the Indians. That does not count as an interception, but a keep it on the ground this time. So I'm just going to mark that as an incomplete. And then a carry by Molina back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, still working the counter right there. A little misdirection. Just giving him as much room as you can to let him kind of read what's developing and happening and use his vision and be an athlete there. Looks like it's about 3rd and 10 right now.
Yeah, and right now the Indians looking at that play clock as it continues to come down, but there's a big difference there, so they're still going to have to run this play. Passing the football has been difficult for the Indians. Zion, slow developing play, but he'll be caught at the 15-yard line. And they're still going to have to punt into this wind here. And so I think Vets Memorial is going to force him to do that.
Yeah, it looks like they just took a timeout here. Interesting using both your timeouts in the first quarter, but they know just like we do when the wind switches, when they're going into the wind, it's going to be a different situation. So they're trying to take full advantage, see if they can get one more shot at a short field possibly.
Yeah, you know, some of the things that happened so far in this football game, so we thank you for joining us. But some of the things that's happened in this football game, you know, 14-0 is our score, but the Indians have been very fortunate that it's not more than that, because 2 fumble recoveries on punts for the Indians. They're just battling not only the Patriots, but that wind.
Absolutely, and that's really, I mean, positives, 2 turnovers on special teams, especially in the first quarter. That's good. Thank goodness things went the way they did, keeping the Indians competitive in this first quarter right here.
Well, we thank you again for joining us and keeping it right here. It is a nice and chilly November. We also thank the Harlandale faithful for coming out, and they're representing pretty well, braving this cold front that's come in.
This is what we call big body weather right here.
Noted, and you're wearing a T-shirt.
That is true.
There's
hey, biggest, furthest punt we've seen all day so far.
So now the Patriots want to run one more series before they have to flip the field here.
Yeah, let's see what they come out with. They've been mixing up their offensive looks here, come out with a lot of wide receivers. If they have had that empty backfield look, but they usually end up motioning someone either back into that running back position or kind of taking them in that fly sweep, jet sweep motion to give the quarterback another option back there. So we'll see what it looks like here as they come out.
The Patriots have scored from the 26-yard line. They've scored from the 38-yard line, and now have the football from their own, or from the Harlandale 31, and there's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, overthrew his wide receiver just a little bit there. They kind of lined up in that wing-back formation. Had the guy running a go route down the far sideline. Just overthrew him just a little bit. It looks like that was actually Peoples out there at the wide receiver spot.
Peoples, a versatile athlete for
high snap.
A fumble. Ball was dropped. There was a kind of a miscommunication there on the might have supposed to have been an exchange.
Yeah, it looked like it was a high snap. Quarterback had some problems getting a hold on it and getting the mesh point down for that guy that was coming in motion to take the football. So 3rd and a while here. 3rd and, I don't know, 16 maybe?
You know, we talk about Peoples. We mentioned that he's being highly recruited. Talk about him some more after this play. Irving rolling right, has pressure, and he goes down. Aiden Sosa for the Indians. Check that. Is that 55? Yep, nope, 56. That is Aiden Sosa.
Yeah, beautiful play right there. Excellent job. 3rd and long. Got themselves a sack, backing up Vets Memorial here. So it's going to bring up about 4th and 20, just in time for the quarter to expire. So
we'll be right back. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back, DW Rutledge Stadium here. After that Aiden Sosa sack, it's the new play of, or a new quarter here in the second quarter. 12 minutes is on the clock. 4th down here. The Patriots will punt. Short punt. Now they have to punt against that wind, and it's a short punt. The Indians will get the football. And Glenn flipping the field. Now the Patriots punting against that wind. So you saw a very short punt there as well.
Yeah, best case scenario right here for the Indians. Big stop on 3rd down, taking them for a loss. 2 plays in a row. Veteran Memorial barely punting the ball to where the original 1st down line would have been. So now Harlandale has the win with them. Let's see if we open up the pass game a little bit here and see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see here, especially with Jacob Salcedo's mobility here.
He's got his hands in the hand warmer right now, so you can tell it's brisk down there.
Interested to see how Vets Memorial now is preparing here for either the run or the pass. Here we go. Salcedo looking left, incomplete. He was looking for Pedro Valenzuela, that pass. Incomplete along the sideline.
Yeah, but you can see they're feeling a little more confident, willing to push the ball down the field there. Kind of working on that same side concept route. You had 2 wide receivers on the same side, one guy running a little bit of a short route, one guy taking a little bit deeper, seeing if you can pull that safety down and leave a little bit of space for your guy running deep to throw him the ball over the top.
2nd down and 10 now here for the Indians. They're trailing 14-0. Play action. Salcedo, plenty of time. Winds up, fires down the field, incomplete. I think he's got to calibrate too, knowing that he's got that extra wind behind him.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of feeling it out, making sure arm strength is extra now with that wind. Physical, I'm going to call it physical coverage by the Veterans Memorial defensive back there. I saw some shoulder pads exposed, so I guess the officials are letting them play here in this by-district playoff game.
3rd and 10 now, but we talked about the arm of Jacob Salcedo. He has a cannon.
And he is feeling willing to throw it deep, which is good. And they're starting to get some guys running downfield, so hopefully something will start connecting here.
All right, now it's a 5 wide receiver set here for the Indians. Salcedo getting some decent protection, rolls out, gets rid of the football. Not sure if he was going for Pedro Valenzuela or Joseph Esparza, but boy, he got hit after that, and he took a good lick in there and slow to get up.
Looks like we got a little flag. We might get a little rough in the passer here. We'll see what happens.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
Coach making a great point that even though that Jacob Salcedo is hobbled out there, he has still been able to extend the play, and even there, as he was rolling out of the pocket, took a hit, and now it's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. So the Indians had some good fortunes so far on their side this first half of the game.
Yeah, definitely moving the chains however needed. That's what the quarterback's job is. So he's showing his toughness there, scrambling, trying to keep plays alive, doing the best he can on that one wheel, the good wheel that he's got, and then sitting in there taking some shots from this defense.
Salcedo definitely very tough. Esparza in motion. Zion gets the handoff, and he gets up to the 40-yard line.
Yep, working the misdirection there. Brought Esparza across and then ended up giving it to Zion going back the other way. So they're loving the misdirection right now. Big number 61. They brought him in, that Jose Hernandez again to aid in that extra blocker. Looks like they just took him out, so we'll see if we get a little more pass set here.
Last week, the Indians lost to the McCollum Cowboys 27-20. This week in the playoffs. Low snap. Jacob picks it up, gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, ended up making a decent effort there. Kind of found Joseph Esparza running down the sideline. Jacob just taking some big hits out here.
Yeah, he is taking hits. And let's take a quick break. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
Third down, Salcedo will come out of the game for just a moment or so. We shall see Saxon Langenberg as the backup quarterback, and he completes his first pass. as he rolls over to the right
Threw it
side.
to Roger Dominguez there, showing a little athleticism, a little spark here.
Okay.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Sometimes it works better if you're just not overthinking it
Yeah,
and you just kind of let your instincts take over.
Yeah, and then there it is. The first down, move the chain. Saxon Langenberg records his first playoff pass as a completion, a first down, and the Indians with some of the best field position they've had all night in Patriot territory.
Yeah, about the 36-yard line right here. So that was a big, about 20-yard gain right there.
Langenberg still in, out of the shotgun. Esparza in motion. Langenberg's going to have to take it himself as he bobbled that. Again, those are those things where you talk about that timing between your center and your quarterback.
Yeah, a little bit of a low snap there. Just trying to get that together. They brought in Gabe Rangel, brought him back in, playing that tight end, that sniffer back position. So a little bit of a run look here for the Indians.
So second down and 11 here as Langenberg is getting instructions over from the Harlandale bench, or sideline, I should say. Langenberg, plenty of time, and I don't know. I don't know if that was a pass or that fell out of his hand as he was winding up, but the ball is called dead, so incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like that might have just slipped out of his hand right there as he was trying to throw it. We'll have to see what this. We got a flag down, so we'll see what it ends up. It might be intentional grounding. We'll see what they call.
Well, he was rolling outside the pocket. I don't know if he got completely out of the pocket.
Yeah, that tackle box there. But yeah, I think that ball might have just slipped out of his hand trying to get rid of it.
Lots of interesting plays in this game.
Yeah, no shortage of excitement here with a lot of couple punts for recoveries, good long passes going on here by the Harlandale Indians. Solid run game by Veterans Memorial, which we expected to see. These referees have been busy. They've been earning their money. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Oh, it looks like they're pointing that against Vets. Ooh, that's going to be an automatic first down.
Wow, so 2 personal fouls by the Veterans Memorial defense here, leading in big gains for the Indians.
Listen, you look at this matchup, right? You see the first time these two teams, the score 53-7. You know that the district that Vets Memorial plays in much more bigger than that of Harlandale's, and a lot of fortunate bounces for the Indians as Langenberg keeps it himself across the 15. So more positive yardage. The point I'm trying to make here, Glenn, is that the Indians certainly been getting some balls bouncing their way, and it's not very often that happens to a team.
Yeah, definitely. They're in there. They're punching above their weight class, as you might say, but they're in there definitely giving it a good go right here. And good to see a little athletic quarterback play here, just kind of giving you that option of another threat with the ball.
Saxon Langenberg, definitely an athlete here for the Indians. He also is on the basketball team. Langenberg keeps it. Personal protector to the left side. Langenberg inside the 5 and move the chains once again for the Indians.
Yeah, beautiful job right there. You just see the athleticism. Him being able to carry the ball essentially gives the defense one more person to have to account for, and it gives you an extra blocker as that running back kind of turns into your lead blocker. So it just gives you a lot more options and gives the defense much more to worry about. So ball on about the 4-yard line right here with the wind.
Rene Casillas, number 55 for the Indians, that lead blocker, helping Saxon Langenberg get inside the 5. Here come the Indians in scoring position. Langenberg keeps it himself. Has to cut it up, and he does, and he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard. So he gets down to the 3-yard line, Glenn.
Yeah, still working that perimeter run game right here. Something you might see is they've been working the perimeter run game, so now you might see that the defense is kind of used to running side to side, get something that hits up on the inside there. and see if you can get them going a little bit different way than they think they're supposed to.
And you know what's hard for the Patriots? There's no film on Saxon Langenberg as quarterback, so they're going to just go ahead and have to figure out what he's doing.
That's right. They're playing on the fly here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Langenberg. Sends Esparza in motion. Zion gets the ball, and Zion will get hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like that was big number 90 right there.
Oh, yeah.
Sebastian Walker, the junior nose guard, and he looks like he is a lot of person down there. a big body, two gapping nose guard is what they call those guys when you're just.
Yeah, and you got also Mike James down there.
Sitting in there, taking up the center and the guard. Harlandale got a big left guard there, though, so they're probably having some big body battles right now.
Saxon gets away from a defender. Yeah, and he gets down to maybe the 2-yard line.
Yeah, number 70 looks like Justin Menchaca, big body.
Oh, I don't know, what, 6'5", Coach? Well, he's big. He is big. 6'5", 260, maybe 270.
Fourth down, going to go for it here. 4th and 2.
4 wide receiver set. Zion Molina in the backfield with Saxon Langenberg. Option. Molina. Is he going to go? And he does, into the end zone. Saxon Langenberg plays the option and gets it over to Molina, and the Indians get on the scoreboard.
Yes, beautiful play call right there by Coach. A little speed option to the field, giving your guys lots of room to make the play. Reading that pitch man did a great job. Ended up with the Veterans Memorial player on the track out there, so things were happening at a rapid pace.
And this is what you need to do if you're going to be in these kind of games. You're going to take what they're giving you. The Indians fought really hard in the first quarter, but they were fighting the wind as well. This time to win at their back, and now Saxon Langenberg taking over for Jacob Salcedo.
Yeah, so you got an athlete playing quarterback. Wind is on your side. Things are looking good in the second and in the fourth quarter here for the Indians.
The extra point attempt
went over. Very nice.
Got through.
That little hit the crossbar, a little doink action there for an extra point. We love to see it. Hey, sometimes when things are happening for you, things are happening for you.
14-7 is our score. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
We welcome you back to DW Rutledge Stadium. The Indians found a way to get into the end zone. It took them 11 plays. They took 5 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. It was an option play from Saxon Langenberg to Zion Molina. The Indians trailing 14-7, Glenn.
Yeah, hey, now they know they can compete in this game right here. Long drive, the length of the field, a couple penalties to help them out, but that's the game. Harlandale playing discipline, Veterans Memorial getting a little sloppy, doing a little bit too much, and that passing offense starting to come to life, and then also the great play of Langenberg helping the quarterback position out with a little bit of athleticism, and like you said, Veterans Memorial hasn't seen a lot of film on Langenberg playing that quarterback position, so now they're kind of having to get out of their comfort zone and just rely on their instincts and athleticism instead of working on things they've game planned for.
6:33 to go. Lots of interesting things happening in this first half. We mentioned and we talked about the punts that were fumbled, 2 of them back-to-back for the Indians.
Isaiah Hernandez holding the ball right there.
The kick does go out of bounds. We talk about this last drive for the Indians. We mentioned that it was 11 plays and 77 yards, Glenn. But you remember the Indians started with the football in the second quarter. So they've had the football the entire second quarter. This will be the first time the Patriots will touch the football in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they need to be doing. These long, sustained drives, taking time off the clock, ending in points. And then you saw a good, balanced offense right there. You saw some running. You saw some passing. You saw disciplined play on Harlandale's side, leading to errors from Veterans Memorial to convert some of those penalties to first down. So overall, a great drive. Give those guys some competence as they're working.
Last time the Indians were on the field, they forced the punt. It was an Aiden Sosa sack. So, of course, because the ball goes out of bounds, the Patriots will get the football at the 30-yard line. I don't see Aiden Sosa back out onto the field. Here we go. Patriots. Peoples. Up the middle. Gets to the 35 and gets gang tackled. And a good group effort there by the Indians to stop Peoples.
Yeah, and there was, I can't quite make out who it was, but he made contact. Looks like it might have been number 46 maybe. Going to be Matt Garza playing the sophomore linebacker, got up in there and just held on as he had his teammates come help him out, which when you're tackling a guy that's getting recruited by Power 5 schools like we talked about, Bobby, that's what it is. It's you making first contact and hanging on. That way your teammates can come help you out.
2nd down and 5 now for the Patriots. Peoples gets the call again, finds room, and there he goes. Peoples doing what he does, breaking loose into the end zone. 65 yards for that touchdown.
Yeah, long run there. Kind of like we said, Baylor, Houston, Kansas, Miami, Michigan State. 3 out of those 5 schools ranked in the top 25 right now, AP coaches poll. And you can see why they're coming for this guy. Lengthy body, solid build, good athlete, got some speed on him, and is able to run through defenders.
From the first time we laid eyes on him about 2 years ago, we knew that we'd be seeing a lot of James Peoples, and there he was. Extra point is good. Vets Memorial on top, 21-7.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
Solar is the fastest growing energy sector in the world. At Rufio, we believe in sustainability and renewable energy. If you're looking to reduce or eliminate your electric bills, increase your property's value, and reduce your carbon emissions, we've got you covered. Call us at 833-674-7663 or visit us at rufio.com.
James Peoples goes on a tear for a 65-yard touchdown run. That only took 2 plays for the Patriots to get into the end zone. They took off 58 seconds off the clock. They now lead 21-7.
Yeah, big play right there for the Veterans Memorial Patriots. Really, their entire offense this game has kind of been big plays. You had 2 long runs by Peoples, another long run by Irving, the senior quarterback. High kick here, caught up in the wind, fair catch. Beautiful job, number 24 right there. Jacob Fonseca, the junior, making a great play on special teams. Heads up play on special teams. Always good to secure that ball for your offense.
Well, let's take a look here. Let's see if the Indians will come back out with Saxon as quarterback or if Jacob is back. Saxon back in as quarterback. So the Indians will start with 5:39 to go in this second quarter. They are at their own 35-yard line. Saxon heaving it down the field, looking, Passes caught at the 30, down to the 27-yard line.
Yes, Rene Renteria made a great adjustment on that ball. He's just streaking down the far sideline, and it kind of got hung up in there, and you saw him come back to it. Look at this beautiful job by him making the play so the defensive back did not have a chance to do that. So excellent job by Rene. Way to help out your quarterback there. And you like that Saxon is feeling confident and just slanging that thing.
Might as well. Saxon Langenberg showing that he's got not only the great skills to catch the ball, but he can also throw the football. Langenberg hands it off to Molina. Molina gets caught up, and he will be brought down at the 29-yard line. So a yard gain there for the Indians.
And you see Harlandale, big play offense of their own here. You had a long pass from Saxon, that scoring drive. They had about 20 yards, and kind of the same thing you saw wide receivers making good adjustments to the ball in the air, and Saxon putting it up. And part of that as a quarterback is like you put the ball up and let your receivers make a play, and he's having great confidence in guys that he obviously spends a lot of time with as a wide receiver. He sees them make good plays. He sees them adjust the ball on a daily basis at practice. He's like, hey, that's my guy. I'm going to let you do what you do.
Yeah, there you go. Out of the shotgun, Saxon Langenberg fakes the handoff. Whistles will blow. The play is called dead.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but kind of to go back to that point, right? Like Saxon spending a lot of time in the wide receiver room, he kind of has that chemistry already because he spent so much time with those guys doing wide receiver things. He obviously has a great understanding of what the wide receivers are doing when the plays are being called.
Timing and all that.
Yeah, he's been running the routes, and so now he just gets to see it.
And
from
he
a
knows the
different side.
routes.
And he's played. I mean, obviously, guy's been 3-year letterman, I think, right? Like playing varsity since he was a sophomore, seen the Harlandale offense a lot. And he's just kind of used to it at this point as a senior. So there's a good thing going right there.
Second down and long. Looks like it was a penalty against the Indians. 5 wide receivers set with 3 on the top and 2 to our near side. Saxon. Now he's being chased out of the pocket, looking downfield.
Yeah.
Gets rid of it. Oh, and right through the hands of Esparza and into the hands of the defense. That's the quarterback. Number 9, that's Christopher Irving.
Looked like they had him playing a little safety right there. Good job by Joseph coming over and across the field to be available for his quarterback. And Saxon saw him, and then that ball just kind of popped out of his hands up and back.
It was a good throw, too.
Yeah, it was a great. I mean, same thing they've been doing. Just kind of sometimes when that ball, especially when that ball pops up like that, that's what you don't want to happen because then it's just free for all. Anybody's got it.
4:01 to go in this first half. We know that the Patriots have scored pretty much just about anytime they touch the football. They're back at their own 20-yard line from our near side hash. Handoff. Down low. And there he goes. Along the sideline.
Great play by Nick Rodriguez right there. Beautiful job.
Marion Nance, the ball carrier. Number 22.
So Amarian, the backup running back right there, getting a little, showing off his ability as well. But, man, great hustle by Nick, the junior linebacker, showing some wheels of his own there, chasing him down.
58-yard run. And there goes the running back again inside the 10.
Biggest thing we need right here, Harlandale, just kind of do what you can to slow this running game down. Vetch Memorial keeping a pretty fast pace on this offensive side of the ball here.
2 back-to-back runs by Marion Nance. He's a senior for this ball club. Second and short now from inside the 10. Left side.
Nice play. Good job by number 20 right there. Carlos De La Vega did a great job doing what they call staying home, setting the edge, and forcing the ball carrier back inside where his teammates could help him make the tackle.
Clinton Dixon, the junior, making the stop on that one. What a good football name there. That's Clinton Dixon.
That's got to be at least a second-team all-district name alone.
Right side. Up the middle. Caught me looking the other way.
Yeah, good.
Irvin gets in.
Good misdirection play right there. You've seen And that's a little bit what Harlandale was doing in the first quarter. Is you see a lot of that lateral movement, that side-to-side running game. You fake the fly sweep, and then the quarterback just kind of keeps it in that gap that's opened up as guys are running to the sideline trying to make that tackle on the outside there.
The extra point attempt now for the Patriots, and that is good. Rafael Nunez will get that extra point. The lead will increase here for the Patriots. They now lead 28-7.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
4-play drive there for the Patriots on a 9-yard touchdown run by the gentleman who caught the interception, Christopher Irving, also the quarterback for the Patriots, and he gets in the end zone. So the lead now 28-7 for the Patriots over the Harlandale Indians.
Yeah, some big plays there. Amarion Nance, the backup running back. You got to think, if he was at another school or if James Peoples was not at Veterans Memorial, he would be the guy having another outstanding career. But when you're loaded up with talent like that, you just got to kind of do what you can to get the ball to your guys. And then when you are getting the ball, doing what you can to make the most of that opportunity, which those guys did. So
maybe back and forth here between Peoples and Nance.
Good fair catch right there. Smart play again by the Harlandale special teams. Very nice. Still got the wind. Got plenty of time here. See if the Indians string together another drive. Get some points on the board going into halftime.
2:38 left to go before the halftime break. We always encourage you to keep it right here during halftime. We do feature the bands for both schools.
Trips right here.
Indians keep it on the ground. Saya Molina gets a little bit of room, and he gets up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice vision by him. Kind of cut that play back up inside. Found a gap in the middle of the defense, just like Peoples or Irving did on his touchdown run. So you're seeing a lot of that side to side, and then athletes making plays by putting their foot in the ground and just getting north and south, as they say. 2nd and 2-ish.
Saxon Langenberg in at quarterback. If you're just tuning in, Jacob Salcedo is out in the first quarter. Zion gets the handoff. Oh, and he gets tripped up, and he will be brought down just inside the 40.
Yeah, stayed on his feet there. He would be running for a first down. Sometimes that happens, though. It gets a little crowded in there with those big bodies making contact with each other, moving around. But you're seeing still some good lanes for Harlandale to run through against this Vet Memorial's defense. And you're kind of, as they've been running the ball a lot here, you're going to see a little bit of fatigue start to set in for this defense. So hopefully things will keep opening up.
Langenberg on a 3rd and short here.
Good hard count. Got him to move a little bit. Oh, maybe even drew him off sides.
Well, they want a timeout. Harlandale will talk it over.
Did a little check with me.
Be right back.
You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Rufio Solar.
hear me, right? And we welcome you back to action here at DW Rutledge Stadium. We are in the second quarter, 1:15 to go. Saxon Langenberg leading the Harlandale Indian offense right now as quarterback. Indians taking every bit of the time that they have in this timeout to put something together to try and extend this drive.
Yeah, definitely. 44-degree wind chill, wind gusts up to 34 miles an hour tonight, Bobby.
Oh, I believe it. After I saw that very first punt, I believe it. Saxon will keep it himself, but the Patriots have other plans. They brought it up front and stopped Saxon Langenberg before he got maybe losing 1 yard.
Yeah, clock's still running here. Take up as much time as you can.
Under a minute and on the clock. Might as well even take a delay game penalty.
Yeah, looks like punt team's coming out.
But they have the win to their back. So in this fourth quarter.
I mean, overall good clock management by Harlandale in the first half here.
Nico will boot it high.
Good bounce.
Nice bounce. Continues to roll. Excellent. Takes an Indian roll inside the 15. What a great punt there by Nico Rodriguez, again with the wind. But the Patriots, we know how dangerous they are. That took a lot of time off the clock as well because there was a minute left when the play began. So 45 seconds or so taken off on that play as it rolled and rolled inside the 10. And now only 14 seconds remain here. But what's dangerous are those running backs for Vets Memorial.
Prove they can score from anywhere. Be interesting to see if we see a little passing attack here or if they're just going to run the ball one time, see what it looks like, and kind of make decisions from there.
All right, from their own 13-yard line, they're going to pass it. Irving fires deep.
Hangs it up there. Oh!
Nearly intercepted.
And that was close. Looked like that was 33. Robert Acuna out there playing some good DB. And as they're kind of throwing into the wind, so you see that ball hanging up. The wind's at least 20 miles an hour consistently with those big gusts. So when that ball gets thrown deep, it hangs up there and gives a lot of people opportunities to make a play.
2nd and 10 now. 8 seconds on the scoreboard here. Irving sends the man in motion. They hand the ball over to Peoples. Peoples will take a hurdle along the sideline. He goes out of bounds with 1 second remaining. Oh, boy, just what a great run. We see the athleticism of Mr. James Peoples.
Definitely. We'll see. The horn went off. We'll see if Vets Memorial thinks they have 1 second on the clock, but it looks like they're happy to take it to halftime. 28-7, competitive game still here. Some pep in the Indian step as they're running to the locker room.
Well, the Indians will take the break, and then we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to see the $1 Million Band from Indian Land take the field, and they'll have their time. So we'll be back.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
So that's the reason we moved up to this area and a lot of signal up here because we weren't getting a good signal. But our signal so far has been really good. Usually like when we're at Alamo Stadium, we have to open up our window and clear it out. But for the most part, everywhere we've gone,
it's just HDMI.
and honestly, we don't have a tech background, so like we just kind of figure it out. At first we were just going hardwire into HDMI, but then and usually, I mean, if we're not this far out, we have wireless.
Getting it on the air, getting it on YouTube or something. Don't worry about like we're doing it anyhow. Why not just? Yeah. So they kind of look different.
We were using a regular mixer. We just upgraded this.
So this is video as well, or is this?
No, this is just audio. This is the audio on top of our video.
What kind of mics you guys got?
These are basic audio.
Oh, so you just did that for the commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just have that. That's about it. Yeah, and then you'll catch Coach. He's out there. He's much better. He's doing that type stuff. So
Very cool.
We're at halftime, and you're watching the Harlandale band from Indian Land.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side, and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
Coming on the field now is Veterans Memorial Band. Enjoy the show.
Started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Welcome back to the field. Harlandale Indians. Third quarter. Harlandale kicking off to Veterans Memorial. Equals over the right side. Pushed out of bounds by 33 of Pregame. And it's 9, 2nd and 1. Equals one more time on the carry. Stopped at the 36. Good for a Patriot first down. And it's 3. Second down, 12. Pass incomplete. In and out of the hands of Desmond Roberts.
Not out there.
Breaking it up, 33 Acuna.
Defense flying around right now.
Irving drops back, looking. Pressure coming from behind. Irving able to get away, gets rid of the football. The pass is incomplete.
One hopped it to him right there. Good job by the Harlandale defense, putting some pressure on him. And you've seen the few times Harlandale's gotten pressure on him, it's flushed him a little bit, kind of gotten him out of his zone. So great job right there. See if maybe they start bringing some blitzes, heating him up a little bit, getting him uncomfortable back there, making him move around.
The Indians certainly can do that on defense. They have a great defensive line. Sosa back out onto the field. Great job to recognize the screenplay right away. Sorry, thanks, Glenn.
No, you're good. Troy Flores is hustling out there, man. These Harlandale DBs are hustling. They are working, doing a great job.
4th down now here.
A big time stop right there on that little. They kind of faked the bubble to Peoples down and then threw it to that tight end back inside. So good discipline by the Harlandale defense to not get sucked in by the big playmaker and let him sneak that tight end in behind him. So good job right there.
So second time the Vets Memorial Patriots are going to be forced to punt after a good defensive stop there. No one back to receive the punt. Oh, high snap. Looks like it's going to be a pass now. The pass is dropped, and it is incomplete.
Big turnover.
Oh, man, Vets Memorial turns the ball over on downs, and I'm not sure, Glenn, if that was a designed play or just a bad snap.
Yeah, hard to tell. Either way, good field position for the Indians right here. Getting the ball close to their own 40-yard line. Excellent stop by the defense. Defense got to be feeling confident, making great plays out there. That's the kind of defense that we wanted to see, that we got to see a little bit of in the first half, and now they're feeling good, feeling fresh after the break.
3 minutes, 16 seconds into the first quarter. The Indians now have the football. Saxon Langenberg still in at quarterback. Langenberg hands it over to Zion Molina. Molina will get a good chunk of yards there as he gets across the 40.
Yeah, got about a good 6-7 yard run right there. A little counter. They're still running it. They're sticking with it, and it's starting to work. You see a little high knees by the boys trying to make sure they're nice and warm after that halftime right there.
Ball spotted at the Harlandale 43.
85 doing some good blocking on the perimeter. Pedro Valenzuela doing some good perimeter blocking out there at the wide receiver. As the wide receiver coaches are known to say, no block, no rock. Little insider info for you right there.
Saxon Langenberg, Indians going with a 2-back set here. And Zion Molina gets across the 45, just a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, they brought Gabe Rangel in, the junior O-lineman, put him in the tight end slot. He did a little lead blocking in there. Stonewalled the defender at the point of attack. 3rd and short here. Let's see what it looks like. This is where that athleticism of Langenberger helps them out. Got to account for the quarterback and the running back and whatever play action might be happening.
Saxon Langenberg out of the shotgun with two receivers to his left, one to the right. 2 men in the backfield. Zion blocking for Langenberg, and Langenberg delivers the blow.
Lowers the shoulder. Look at that. Hey, see, basically like quarterback lead, quarterback sprint. Just get the ball, be an athlete. You got a lead blocker for you. And the thing is, as coach knows, if you lower the shoulder, you have to win. You can't be the guy that lowers the shoulder and then loses the blow. So good job by Saxon, lowering the shoulder and winning that point of contact battle right there.
Most importantly, a first down. Saxon gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 8:13 to go here because time is what the Indians need, along with points. Slow developing play. Langenberg looking downfield. Pass a little bit too far. Looking for Joseph Esparza.
Just out of Joseph's reach, but a beautiful play right there. Joseph on the backside, just coming across the formation. Beautiful little roll out there. Pulled one of the offensive linemen to give Saxon a little bit more time moving the pocket, getting him out in space, letting him feel comfortable. A lot of times if you're kind of that mobile, athletic quarterback, you don't like to feel just really constricted staying in the pocket. So if you give them that sprint out, it lets them feel a little more natural, kind of on the move, and then they can deliver that pass wherever they want.
Well, the Indians have another shot here on 2nd down and 10 from the Patriot 46. Esparza in motion. Molina gets the handoff, and Molina gets right to the 45.
Yeah,
1 yard gain.
He was about 1 man away from breaking that. It looked like it was number 94, Mike James, the senior anchor position on that D-line. 2-8. Hey, I see you, Bobby. I see you. Big shout out to the Houston Astros, World Series champions. We appreciate you representing for Texas on the national stage. If he would have broke that. Hey, you're wearing the shirt. Are you going to get a World Series grill? What's the RC Audio budget for grills? I would love one as well.
All right. 3rd down here for the Indians. 3rd and 9. Indians in Patriot territory. Saxon, Langenberg, he's pressured out of the pocket, and he will go down.
Oh, swept him up there. Number 0. I don't see. Aaron Hoyle, the junior will linebacker. Just kind of swept through there on the backside, scooped him up as he was working that rollout pass there. 4th and about 16, maybe.
Yeah, that's a tough one there for the Indians as they were moving the football, and now they're going to be forced to punt.
Hopefully they'll get a good wind-aided punt here, get these Veterans Memorial Patriots pinned down inside their own 20.
Nico Rodriguez sets a punt. 1 man back inside the 20.
Ooh, tackle.
He's going to get it. And he will be brought down at the 25-yard line. That is Clinton Dixon.
Nice. Good job right there, number 32. Jay Cifuentes, the long snapper, getting down on coverage right there. Long snappers sometimes get a bad rap. Think they're not as athletic, but Jay right there running down the field, covering, getting a tackle on a quote-unquote superior athlete right there. So nice work by Jay, the junior right there. Special teams, got to get those snaps looking good.
Yeah, those are important. That play don't go if the snap don't get there. 6:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vets Memorial with the football. The whistles blow, but okay, they're signaling ready to go. Irving keeps it himself, has room along the sideline. He gets chased out of bounds just before he hit the 45-yard line at the 43.
Little zone read, kind of there like out of maybe a wing tee, broken bone. We need Coach Villafranca to tell us what kind of offense that is. I'm too young to understand the finer points of like the wing tee. I'm not cultured, you know what I'm saying?
Here come the Patriots. They keep it on the ground. No, it's a play action, and the pass is caught. At the 10, the 5 into the end zone, and just like that, these Patriots are dangerous when it comes to offense.
Yeah, they came back to that RPO where they fake the kind of dive there. Quarterback pulls it and throws it to the slant over coming across the formation on the backside there.
Was that Clinton Dixon on that? I think that was number 4. I'll double check here in just a moment.
Yeah, I think it was number 4 right there, kind of working that slant route. Big play offense, like we said. First drive, Harlandale came out, and what you kind of noticed there, they went away from Robert Acuna, who was doing a great job on that far side of the field. Robert's locking us up. Decide to go away from him and see if they can find something else going. So we'll see what happens as they keep making those adjustments.
The extra point is up, and it is good. Vets Memorial, they'll put another 7 points on the board after that long touchdown pass on the play action to Clinton Dixon.
You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
And we welcome you back to coverage here for playoff action, DW Rutledge Stadium. Vets Memorial gets back into the end zone on a very long, I believe that was a 43-yard touchdown pass to Clinton Dixon. 35-7 our score now here in the third quarter. The Indians set to receive. Fair catch inside the 30 at the 26-yard line where the Indians will take over. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go.
Andrew Galvez right there with the fair catch on the special teams. You know it's windy when the kicking team automatically just sends a guy out to hold the ball.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because otherwise that ball will not stay on the tee. What a night it is tonight. Just to, first of all, big accomplishment for the Indians to be able to play in a bi-district playoff game. You always... Every year, you know, you set your goals, and that first thing on the goal is what? To make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing it consistently, you know?
Yeah, exactly. This is Coach Torres' 6th year with the Indians, and this is the 3rd trip to the playoffs for him.
Changed districts, didn't matter, still went to the dance, as they say.
Joseph Esparza gets the carry on that jet sweep.
I like Joseph out there, a little shifty. He's a, what you call a little twitchy. More twitchy than fast. He's got like that good little kind of shake to him, that bob. Just kind of, when you're one-on-one in space with number 16, you're probably feeling a little nervous.
And you know, he's quick. He's got great hands, and he's tough to tackle.
I like he's like a Danny Amendola Jr.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
You know.
Just a junior. Joseph Esparza.
Might be a good shortstop.
Left side, Zion gets some room. He delivers that one, and he gets across the 40 down to the 44-yard line and move the chains for the Indians.
Yeah, nice run by Zion. And kind of like to your point, a lot of the playmakers we're seeing right now for the Indians are juniors. So you have a decent amount of guys coming back in the future that are going to have just that much more experience from being in this playoff situation and a lot of that is, as Coach can attest to, one of the biggest benefits you get from going to the playoffs is getting extra practice for your entire team. So now your JV guys get an extra week to get better. You can bring some guys up from the lower levels and let them see what Fridays look like, and it just gives them that experience. So when they get under the lights, they're ready to go.
And that's what you want. Get them ready to go. Zion, handoff. He'll take a good hit as he crosses the 43-yard line and gets to the 44.
Yeah, and you see like just a consistent, strong Zion running the ball, always moving forward, always falling forward. I've yet to see him get tackled and either completely stop his momentum or go backwards.
Yeah,
These kind of little things that are giving you yards through, like hidden yards throughout the game.
The Indians now facing a 2nd down and 8 here. They're running 4 receivers to our top side on your screen. Saxon having to run. Pass is intercepted. Again, I think that's number 9 again. That is quarterback Christopher Irving.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. You kind of saw the cardinal rule of what you don't want to do is throw back across your body, and Saxon just rolling to the right, throwing just a little bit back across the left, but like at this higher level, teams are really good. Margin for error gets smaller. You're going to see those DBs make those plays as that ball kind of hangs up there for them. But just trying to make a play, make something happen.
4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. Vets Memorial. I'm going to say, I don't have the official stats here, but I want to say their time of possession might be like 5 minutes altogether.
For a running-based team, like that's wild. Big play offense regardless whether it's coming through the ground or the air.
They come in a 5 wide receiver set, and they go with Nance. Nance comes in on that jet sweep. Gets across the 50 inside Indian territory to the Indian 40-yard line.
It does look like Aiden Sosa is back out on the field. Looks like he's out there kind of playing that defensive end spot. So good to see him back out there.
New set of downs here for the Patriots. They'll keep it on the ground. Irvin will keep it himself. And this time he meets up with that front defensive line. And I believe, let's see who's in on that tackle. Number 46.
Yeah, linebacker right
40.
there.
Yep, 46
Matt
there.
Garza. And Aiden actually did a really good job of, you kind of saw the zone read, and then Aiden shifted down the line, is like, squeezing the end man on the line of scrimmage to force him to come back inside where his help was.
Matthew Garza, just a sophomore for the Indians. So that's good news there. When you have guys that are contributing like that and getting this kind of experience late in the season.
Yeah, definitely. Jacob Fonseca, Jr., DB right there, making a good. When your DBs are tackling running backs without inhibition, that's a good thing. That's something you want to see, because sometimes DBs get a little bit scared when they see a big body coming at him, but he's throwing his head in there.
Nance, he trips up, and he'll go down and right at the line of scrimmage there.
The turf monster is out tonight. Spooky season was a couple weeks ago, but there's still a few monsters out there lurking around.
So that's who got Nance. As Nance went down.
You know who has never missed a tackle, Bobby? The sidelines and the turf.
Here come the jet sweep on the other side. Desmond Roberts, the running back there.
Yep, Troy Flores. Junior Troy Flores has been flying around out there at that DB position, making another tackle. Good job by number 24, Jacob Fonseca, turning that fly sweep back inside, not letting him get to the edge, making him run back in where there's a little bit of traffic.
3rd and short now for the Patriots. They drop the ball, and they'll go down. Aiden Sosa will be there to make sure that no yards are gained on that play, so that's going to bring up a 4th down after that loss.
Yeah, fortuitous right there. Little mishap on that mesh that they've kind of – you've seen that a few times tonight on both sides of the ball, the mesh looking a little risky. Looks like they're going to go 5 wide and go ahead and try to get this 4th down.
Certainly in deep enough field position to take that risk. A little bit of movement, no flags, no whistles.
Check with me here.
Play clock is down to 12, so still plenty of time. Nance goes in motion. Now he wants the ball. Irvin rolls right. Looking to the sideline. The pass is caught. No, incomplete. They're going to say he did not have a foot in.
Nice. Good
so,
job.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, that's big for the defense. Good job. They got a stop on the first drive. Gave up a touchdown on the second drive, but then went ahead and got a stop here going in. So beautiful job by them. Got the wind to their back here, so Indians need to take advantage of it while they've got it for about the next 90 seconds, a little bit less. But overall, you saw a lot of good hustle there. And really, when you're playing a team like Veterans Memorial, you just want to take yards away from them whenever you can and make them earn everything they're getting, which is a good thing that the Indians did that drive.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. As the Indians come out, and they will start from their own 30-yard line. Indians will come out in a 5 wide receiver set. Straight up the middle, Saxon Langenberg will take it. on a quarterback keeper to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, snuck it up in there. You kind of saw that little, almost like a trap. They pulled a big number 70 Justin Menchaca around the edge there and just stitched up that defensive end, and then Saxon snuck in right behind him in that crease he created.
1 minute left in this third quarter. The Indians, their only touchdown came in the second quarter. It was an option play from Saxon Langenberg over to Zion Molina. Saxon Langenberg taking over in the second quarter as quarterback. Langenberg flings it. Pass incomplete.
Beautiful play call, though. You like the slant route. An 85.
Pedro Valenzuela.
He did a great job of running the slant right at the marker. Like if that ball would have been completed, first down. Good throw right there. Good, like a little rhythm play. Just trying to get something going.
Third down now. Third down and 7 for the Indians. Four wide receivers set. 1 to our near side. 3 to the far side. Saxon has pressure. Saxon's going to go down on a quarterback sack. That pressure coming from the defensive left side.
Looks like that was number 95, Khalil Booker, the senior.
Came in a heat-seeking missile right there.
Hey, just a good pass. Sometimes good pass rush move, you just get caught, and these things happen every once in a while. But he looks like a lengthy defensive end, kind of get those long hands on that offensive tackle and control those shoulder pads a little bit.
Nico Rodriguez back out onto the field, and he's ready to punt the ball. 5 seconds remain. Timeout is called. You're watching RC Audio Sports, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
Welcome you back. 5 seconds remain here at DW Rutledge in this third quarter. Indians do trail 35-7. They're getting ready to punt the ball away. Nico Rodriguez back to punt for the Indians. Patriots back at their own 45. Low punt, takes an Indian bounce. Horn sounds, ball's still live, and here come the Patriots.
Hey, good tackle by number 12. Troy is out there, defense, special teams, doing it all. Hey, Nico putting together some good punts here right now.
Yeah, he's using that turf. But we'll take a quick break here as one of the Indians are down, so we'll take a quick break.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
Welcome you back to DW Rutledge Stadium. Coming off the field there for the Indians was Troy Flores, who was making that big stop on that tackle. But we're not going to speculate, but we could assume that it was some cramps. But it looks like he was able to walk off the field off his own power. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, that was a great tackle just now by Gavin DeLuna, defensive end, shedding a blocker, tackling the ball carrier. Nice job.
Rolling, right side, Irvin.
That's a free ball.
In the air. Ooh, incomplete.
Jacob Fonseca, so close. Hey, great job by Jacob, though. That wide receiver looks like he's about 6'5". Jacob out there battling. We love to see it. Just a little jump ball. You remember when you were a kid and you would play like 10,000 and you just yell a number and throw a ball up? That was what that was.
Yep.
Anybody want this one? Have it.
Both of them went for it. Nobody came down with it. Third down. Clock stopped at 11:26. Irving on a high snap, hands it on the jet sweep. And there's a tackle. Great tackle there.
Number 20 and number 23. Ooh, Carlos, yes. Nathaniel, yes. Very nice. Working together out there, stringing the play along. Tackling him. Fourth down.
Another stop here.
Harlandale defense playing good right now in the second half. Only giving up, one touchdown, right?
I think it was 28. Yep, 28-7 at the half.
3 out of 4 drives have been punts from Veterans Memorial. So nice adjustments from Coach at halftime, and then great hustle by these guys in the second half.
Indians are set back to receive the punt.
Check for shenanigans.
That punt is going to take a bounce. It'll take a Patriot bounce. Inside the 20, rolling down, inside the 15. And it'll be down at the 14-yard line where the Indians will get back to work. With 10 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in this ball game. Indians are trailing 35-7. If you're just joining us, we thank you for joining us this evening. Indians, their only touchdown happened in the second quarter.
Nice little speed option from Saxon right there for that touchdown. So into the wind here for the fourth quarter. So we'll see how this offense looks, what this passing game looks like as they're inside their own territory to get started here.
Looks like a new quarterback is in. Ethan Tejas will take some snaps in at quarterback, giving Saxon a break. The handoff to Zion, and he will get wrapped up right at the 10-yard line. The Indians will lose a few yards on that very first play.
Yeah, almost scooted out of there. Big number 59, Dalen Hunter, the senior nose guard. Wrapped him up just as he was going by. Another big body down there, wrapping him up. So let's see Ethan here work a little bit at this quarterback position.
Ethan getting his first snap at varsity here this year. He's a junior for the Indians. 2 receivers right side, 1 receiver to our near side. Low snap. Ethan's going to have to run it. He will. Up the middle, and he gets hit across the 15, and he gets pushed back. So Ethan's first hit in varsity.
Hey, he got a good little pop there, but he popped back up. Welcome to Friday night, my boy. Welcome to the playoffs. Handled the ball well, though. Made a little adversity, made something positive out of it.
Low snap, turned a little something from the nothing.
Got himself a couple yards there.
So now the Indians facing a third down here. Again, we talked about that wind. It still looks like it hasn't let up. So those, my indication are those flags over to the left there.
Yeah, they're still blowing pretty stiff.
Out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Ethan picks it up himself or takes it himself, and he gets near the 20.
Yeah, good little quarterback follow right there, following that tackle up in there. So we'll see. Looks like a punt team's coming out.
So the Indians will be forced to punt. We know the last time the Indians punted in this direction, in this wind, it was not very nice.
There were some eventful things going on. We'll see if a little we were in the upside down, the Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens here.
The spread. Here comes Nico. He'll get a good leg into that one. That does take a bounce for the Patriots, but the Indians will stop that before it goes any farther, and the Patriots will take over at the Harlandale 35-yard line.
Yeah, good punt right there. A little bit more air into that. Traveled a little bit further. See how this defense comes out here. See, hopefully these guys keep flying around. Looks like number 22 is back in the game for Vets Memorial. A Marion Nance at the running back position.
Nance at running back. Irving fakes the handoff. The pass is batted down. Aiden Sosa, we've seen him do that a few times this year.
Yes, good job by the senior big body. Getting his hands up. If you can't get the sack, get the hands up in the air, knock the ball down. Nice job. Pass deflected there. Good to have him back in the game doing his thing.
Yeah, Aiden, right before the half, he had that big sack. And it took him a little while, but he was doing all right. Oh, there goes the run on the left side, but the Indians do a good job of catching up. Only 3 or 4 yards on that carry.
And Nick Rodriguez fought off the block of that wide receiver and made the tackle. Nice job by Nick working through the blocker to the ball carrier and securing that tackle. So 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 this year.
Trips to the near side, which is our near side. Play action. Ball batted down once again.
Yeah. Good reaction right there. 53, I think that was Gavin DeLuna. So that was that RPO they've been going to, where they're just sticking it in there, faking the dive, and the quarterback's pulling it back out and throwing the slant. And good job by the defensive line right there.
Another
getting
4th down deflection.
Here. Yeah, this is good. They've been taking them to 4th down a lot here. Fourth and about 7. In the
Marion Nance in the backfield. There's an option. Reverse. Catches the Indians off guard. And
late flag. See what we get here at the end of the play. Number 12 out there. Troy was back hustling.
I think that was Jeremiah Darden on the reverse. But they did pick up the 1st down, but flags are on the play.
Get here. Sometimes you get a holding call on that reverse. A little longer developing. Little bit of a delegation here. Looks like they're going to back it up. So it looks like the penalty was on Vets Memorial. Was a holding call. So 4th down still, which is excellent. 4th and short here, so a little bit change.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So now it's a short field situation here for the Patriots. Oh, the Indians jump a little bit. They were able to jump right back.
Yep, good. Get out of the neutral zone, get back.
That's where you teach that center. As soon as you see them in the neutral zone, snap it. Irving passes. Incomplete.
Nice.
Pass was just a little low there. He was intending for number 15, Landon Drake.
Yeah, great job by Harlandale defense getting another stop. This is their 3rd or 4th stop on 4th down. So punt, touchdown, punt, turnover. So that's a solid second half of defensive play by the Indians right here.
Certainly something to look at when you look at this game. You know, the Indians are without their starting quarterback, Jake Salcedo. He went out in the first half. Saxon Langenberg, who's not played much quarterback all season long. He is listed as the backup quarterback. Came in, put in a couple of drives here, and now we see Ethan Tellez in at quarterback. This is his second drive. He'll hand the ball off to Zion, and Zion will get stopped in the backfield. So brings up a second down here.
Little bit of a loss there. Still sticking with the run game, going into the wind.
Another sophomore in with Ethan, number 45. That is George Bravo. He's in the backfield as well. Second down, and we'll call it 15. Ethan, back to pass, steps up into the pocket. He's got to run. He's going to get over to the 30-yard line, and he'll pick up a good chunk of those yards back inside to the 31.
Yeah, nice job by the sophomore right there, seeing the opportunity to make a play. Bobby, just to go back to that defense, I was just kind of checking out the schedule. So this is right now, Harlandale is holding Veterans Memorial to the second lowest points they've scored all year. The only team that has held them to less points was Canyon Lake, and they held them to 28. So Harlandale out here doing a great job, giving Veterans Memorial one of the best defensive performances they've seen so far this year.
Harlandale's defense, when they're on, they are on. We've seen them countless times again turn games around by just their defense alone. At the end of ball games, getting turnovers to set up their offense. Defense for the Indians has been a bright side for this ball club. Indians, third and short. They hustle to the line of scrimmage. Tellez drops back. Here comes pressure. It is incomplete. It was a screen play. That running back, George Bravo, not ready for that one. Now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, that would have been beautiful if they would have made that one hit, because I don't know if you saw, Bobby, but the linebacker came screaming through, which I was a little bit worried about initially. But then when you see that screenplay, it's actually you'd rather have that blitz coming so you can just drop it in right behind him and take off.
Yeah, George Bravo just not anticipating that throw that soon. He didn't turn around for that one. So the Indians are now forced to punt it here in fourth down. Nico Rodriguez punts into that wind, and boy, that goes real high, but real short. When I say short, I'm talking 5 yards, if that.
Hoping we were going to get another lucky touch there, but they all evaded.
Actually, he went to the 30, so the line of scrimmage was the 31. So it's that wind.
It's still going strong.
You know, you talk about how well the defense is done, but boy, when you start offense on the 30-yard line, that's very tough.
Yeah, for sure. They've been doing a good job, though. But he had better field position so far this second half for the Harlandale defense to work with. Looks like we got a new quarterback in.
Yes, we do. I think that's 14. Jason Cantu. Up the middle is Nance. Nance will be brought down across the 25-yard line, and he'll get to the 24.
Yeah, Matt Garza, the sophomore linebacker in there, making the tackle.
Well, the Indians, we talked about them getting into the playoffs. Pass, caught, down at the 15. Is wrapped up by Troy Flores.
Yeah, good job right there by the Harlandale defense. Big number 75, the sophomore Romero Vasquez out there getting down the field, making downfield tackles, helping out the DBs.
First matchup of the season was between Vets Memorial. That one ended in a 53-7 win by the Patriots. And the Indians went off to beat the Edison Golden Bears 20-14. They beat Brack will get that here in just a moment as the Indians defensively makes a big stop. Aiden Sosa, they're holding up the running back.
Aiden had a shot at him, scored it away. Number 34, Jonathan Perez, brought him right back, and then Aiden went ahead and finished that run off and got him a nice little tackle right there. So almost no gain right there. Good job by the defense.
Going through the season for the Indians, we mentioned they beat the Edison Golden Bears, then the Brackenridge Eagles, Sam Houston, then Brackenridge, then Highlands. They were 5-0 in district at that point. Left side. And a stop again across the 10, down inside to the 8-yard line.
Got a flag on the play here. We'll see what it looks like.
While they're looking at that, we'll go down as we were leading up to the 5-0, the district start for the Indians. They lost right after that to Alamo Heights, but so did everybody else in that district. Then the Indians dropped one to Burbank, got things back together against Jefferson, and lost last week to McCullum 27-20.
Yeah, lots of young guys right now getting good experience for this Harlandale team. So something for them to build off of going into this offseason and the beginning of next season.
Patriots with just 2.5 minutes remaining. Cantu rolls right. The 20, 15, and out of bounds.
Quarterback Cantu on the carry runs out of bounds.
Little wanted to throw the ball there, but everything was covered up, so he just had to end up turning that into a little sprint out for himself. So good play by the defensive backs of the Harlandale Indians right there, bringing up 3rd and long. So Harlandale's got him in another 3rd and long situation here.
So inside the 15, Cantu, pass is incomplete.
I think that was Aiden again, getting his hands up and knocking that thing down. Nice job by him.
Fans, be sure to keep an eye out for local media announcements about.
Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal here, possibly.
Well, might as well. It's less than 2 minutes to go. You know, want to check and make sure everybody's still in sync as the Vets Memorial will try for a 30-yard field goal. High snap. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's in between the uprights. We'll keep it right here with the 1:16 remaining as the Vets Memorial Patriots will add another 3 points, 38-7. But, you know, Glenn, as we've been talking about this, and you've been talking about Vets Memorial, their offense, and what a great job the defense has done for the Indians. You know, let's go down to the list of teams that Vets Memorial has played. They played Taft. They beat them 45-35. They shut out MacArthur 55-0. Canyon Lake, they beat Canyon Lake 31-28. They lost to, they beat Lockhart 49-42. They lost to Liberty Hill 49-56. Beat Bastrop 44-32. Then they beat Piper 42-28.
Yeah, they've played some good teams in their district. They got a competitive district, and they've been competitive. I think first-year head coach Bobby Irvin was the offensive coordinator last year. Head football coach from Vets Memorial moved on to an admin position, and then Robert kind of stepped up, and they haven't really seemed to miss a beat. So they've been doing pretty good here, and obviously got some good talent to take over and just kind of ride those guys in their senior year.
4-2 in district, 7-3 overall. Here come the Indians. Palomino.
Interesting for Veterans Memorial. Sometimes Veterans Memorial is kind of seen like as the little brother of Judson IC, because obviously Judson itself and then Wagner's kind of been bouncing back and forth between that 6A, 5A. And so I think these Veterans Memorial kids have like a little chip on their shoulder. Like,
right.
Hey, we don't get a lot of publicity, but we're competitive. We're winners. We're a notable team that should be respected and taken note of.
Yeah, they've always been a team since they've started that they've been very competitive. and a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of that success within these past few years, James Peoples for this team is a big factor. He was able to get a lot of rest tonight because the Patriots went up early.
Yeah, just big plays from him. And he will be getting used early and often for the rest of the Veterans Memorial playoff run, for sure. Big number 78 in there, Tyler Moreno, coming in for the offensive line. So you're starting to see a couple different bodies come in for these Indians, let these guys kind of get some experience, see what it's like out here during a little playoff situation, give them some good competition, let them get exposed to it.
Isaiah Galindo in the backfield with Ethan Tejas, and Galindo will get the run or the handoff, and he gets up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good run by the senior right there. Had some room, took advantage of it, got a first down, moving the chains.
The clock stops temporarily, but there it goes again. So the Indians might have one more play left in them. 10 seconds. They're going to try to run one out. Handoff, Galindo. And that'll do it. 38-7. Vets Memorial will win this playoff game, and they will move on. And the Harlandale Indians season will come to an end. 38-7 our score here from DW Rutledge. Keep it right here. We still need to pick our Martinez and Associates player of the game. We'll be back in just a moment.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
Welcome you back to DW Rutledge Stadium. Glenn Revelle, Bobby Mendez here. The Harlandale Indians go down in this bi-district playoff, 38-7. The Vets Memorial Patriots will go on to continue to play, but what a game it was. You know, the score not necessarily indicative of what the game was like. The Indians had a touchdown early in the second half. They lost their quarterback in the first half, and Saxon Langenberg, who hadn't played quarterback all season long, had to jump on in there to guide the Indians the rest of the way. But, boy, the Vets Memorial, they're just such a great athletic team, Glenn.
Yeah, so many playmakers on their team. I think you got to be encouraged by the Harlandale defense only giving up one touchdown in the second half, coming out having a really strong showing. And a lot of juniors, sophomores flying around out there on the field, kind of aiding those seniors and giving hope to this next round when Harlandale kind of starts their season up again about 6 to 8 months from now.
Yeah, well, maybe in just a couple of days, you know, the season starts and rest up for a little bit and then get back in that weight room, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit more about Vets Memorials. We're going to pick our Martinez and Associates Offensive Player of the Game, and seems to be an easy choice. Even though he did not play the entire game, he certainly broke this game open for the Vets Memorial Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go Peoples here. The junior running back did so much for him, had those couple long runs for himself, and then even when he wasn't getting the ball, he was still a big enough focus for the Harlandale defense that he was kind of an effective distraction for other people to get that football.
Yeah, James Peoples coming into this ball game, he averages well over a first down every time he touches the football. James Peoples, just one of the great athletes onto the field. So congratulations to number 20 running back James People on the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Offensive Player of the Game. Now, on the defensive side, we choose a Player of the Game as well. That is brought to you by Rufio. And on the defensive side, had a back there that was able to get at least one interception and make it difficult for the Indians to do anything offensively in the air.
Yeah, young guy, sophomore out there. Number 5, Nate Ortega, doing a great job at that defensive back position. Had at least one interception for sure, and we had some big bodies on the defensive line that were in contention.
Oh, yes.
Getting some good sacks, some pressures, but I think just causing those turnovers so crucial, getting the ball back to that Vets Memorial offense so they could put drives together and put points on the board.
Well, congratulations to both James People and Nathaniel Ortega. Both of you did an outstanding job, and congratulations to Vets Memorial. We also want to thank the folks here at DW Rutledge Stadium for the great accommodations and allowing us to be here to broadcast this game. Coach Pointer of Judson ISD, we want to say a personal thank you to you. And for the whole RC Audio Sports crew, we thank Glenn for taking some time to come joining us on a Friday night. Octavio Tellez with his first time working the camera here with us. Coach Robert Villafranca, always making sure everything is up and running and going. Isaiah Castro on the other camera. My favorite niece, Isabella Tellez, on the switcher here, so we thank you for that. And that's going to do it for our football coverage for Harlandale ISD. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. Have a good night.